another episode of the Ruins SMP. Oh, there's another bee. Where last time I showed you I made this bee thing. I didn't actually show you on camera that I made it, but I did. But I have done some more off-screen building because I got bored in the middle of the night. So don't worry, it's nothing big. Mega one is I have made... Oh, come on. I've made progress on the library. It has a big old roof now. Now this... I need to wax some of the copper, but it's fine. It's fine. I haven't done much. I did change the shape of it a little bit. But, you know, the library's coming along. It's coming along. It's a big build, and it's going to be just kind of annoying to build. So it's coming along. I'm excited. In other news, you can probably see that there are nether plants all around. The thing about those is I thought they just kind of fit the aesthetic, and I like the nether plants a lot. I like the crimson and the warped generally a lot. I want to build with them more, so I was like, hey, they fit the aesthetic. We have like the red, we have like the green with like the blue copper color. We have that. It works. So I sprinkled some of them around, and then I did add another section of plants for research purposes. I did a little work over here. Welcome to how I have decided to research other realms. By recreating them and not making them contained in the slightest. So, yeah, you know, I don't even... Kristoff has his, like, rooms dedicated to things, and I say, no, let the ground be other realms. It's my favorite verse in the Bible. Let the ground be other realms. Anyway. So stupid. But I have kind of extended the nether, kind of to be over here, and I really like it. I think mixing like these together and having little patches of the nether just around this part of Emberguard will be perfectly fine. These plants are, at least from what I've seen, they're completely harmless. It's just the nether itself that tries to murder you. But the plant life is great. But one thing you've noticed, that you probably noticed, is I have a little bit of the end section over here. So this section's going to be pretty much just transformed into parts of the nether, because why not? And this part is going to be all end themed, because, I don't know, because I thought the end might be fun. There's not many plants there's mainly just these, but we're going to do a fun thing where we're going to make up our own. Outside canon, we're making up our own plants, because the end needs some, and so if I make up some, like, fake ones, and we can pretend that they belonged there, and it's like, oh, we're rediscovering, like, plants from the, like, old end, and, like, what actually used to live there, and blah, 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 blah. Because I just thought that'd be fun. The reason I'm just telling you that out of canon is because I don't know. Don't ask questions. But yeah, this is like a mini end section. So it's going to spread over that way. I also moved some lampposts. And we have a very poorly done fishing dock, which we might end up transforming in this episode. Another decorating thing is I've added a few pipes just chilling around. We like pipes here. So I want to add some more, like, big pipes, like, along the mountainside, and I'm just kind of wanting to add a few things and just really help in, what's the word? Oh, what is it called? And really immerse, that's it. Really immerse you in this, like, little, in Emberguard. because immersion is my favorite way of kind of building. Is I like to build an environment and like backgrounds. I don't like to just do big big builds for the sake of it. I like to make sure everything has like a purpose and it helps Why are you all black? That's Future Cat's problem. And just like the immersion feeling of walking through a place. Something I really like. That's why I do a lot of small things around Emberguard, not a lot of buildings. Issue is we need buildings here, because if we don't have any buildings, we have nothing to decorate. So, why don't I get to some building, and I show you guys a clip from a little bit back. I can't remember exactly when this happened, but I went to go talk to the ghost a little bit to try and get some information about the old nations and bit about themselves. So here's the footage from that, and I will start building. Now, I don't know where a cryptic ghost would hang out. Okay. Where would they be? Hello? Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh. Surprised I saw you in this building. You're usually up in your tower.
Yes. Well, I suppose I should do some potion making. Find routine, I suppose.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're probably wondering why I'm here, I'm guessing?
Yes.
I want to see if I could ask you a few questions about, the old nations and kind of about yourself and all that kind of thing.
I thought we'd established I don't remember everything, but sure, go ahead.
I mean, I'll take some information.
Also meet Gertie.
Oh, hello, Gertie.
She has a tendency to stare at people.
Pet.
All right, then. Give me your questions.
So, what was the old nations like?
Territorial. That's the best word I could give you for it, at least.
Well, I thought you'd have like a few more details besides just an encompassing word.
Then you need to be more specific with your questions if you want specific answers.
What did you do in magic? What was your job or that kind of thing?
Well, that's easy to answer. I was a high mage.
Oh, so there was high council. There was like a high council.
There was a hierarchy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Many people found it very unsatisfying, the hierarchy. I never really minded it all that much.
Okay.
Then again, I benefited from it, so I didn't see a reason to dislike it.
Wait a second. You said that you died for your crimes or something. How were you on the High Council?
Grief changes people.
Okay. So, what came first? The crimes or you being on the High Council? Or did they coexist?
The High Council.
Mm-hmm.
And for a time they coexisted, but not for long.
If I may ask, what did you do?
Oh, I dabbled in necromancy. One of the forbidden arts.
Necromancy? Never heard of that before.
You've never heard of necromancy? It's a basic form of dark magic.
I don't know anything really about magic. Where I'm from, that didn't exist.
Right, there's no memory, of course. It's, well, the nicest way to say it is reanimation of the dead, or trying to bring someone back.
Oh. I mean, okay. And that was like a really big thing, or
it's a big, well, I suppose in easy way to say it is the big no-no.
Uh-huh. How did you die?
I was executed.
Executed? Huh. So they believed in the death penalty.
Yes, they did. They believed the only way to stop the crimes was to get fully rid of the criminal. I don't know about the other nations, but I do know that's how we did it in magic.
Oh. What happened in your old life? Tell me about yourself, your past, how much you remember, things like that.
Well, I don't remember a lot, but I do remember some things. Though they're, well, my past. Those are personal.
Did you have any friends or anything like that?
I had a mentor.
Hmm?
And one person. I don't believe my mentor wanted good things for me. He was not a good man, trust me.
Oh. Who is this other person?
Enough questions about that. I don't believe you have to pry completely into my life, or do you?
I mean, you don't really have a life to pry into anymore. See, that's a joke.
Why must you mortals be so infuriating?
I mean, I don't know. Say we got a full life to live, so why not live it on the edge?
And I now have it. You know, I used to say that too. And now look at me.
That does ask the question, how are you still a ghost? And how aren't other people who lived in this nation or nations not ghosts? Why were you the only one?
I'm unaware of the circumstances that have caused my poltergeist presence. However, I believe it has something to do with the very cliche version of I didn't get to do something or I have something to do. Though I don't know what.
The unfinished business type thing, I guess.
I believe so, yes. So I'm unsure what the business would be. Everybody's dead.
How did the nations fall?
It was gradual. Started with a missing champion there and a missing champion here. And suddenly people were blaming it.
Champions. I heard Twine mention the champions before. Who were they?
I didn't know any. Though I'd briefly seen the magic champion. Never knew any.
Twine mentioned them in a more negative light. Gets you to think.
Well, I may have known them personally. But I do not believe they would go out of their way to harm them if they are not deserved it. Well, magic may have one of the nations who believed in death penalties. We were not barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
We were cruel.
You've told me a lot about, like I said, all the stuff with the old nations, but I still don't know much about you. I mean, I'd like to get to know you.
I do, all of you. Sister, I have nothing more. I can't open the door. There we go. A bit difficult when you pass through those things.
So, you're not going to tell me anything about yourself?
Well, I don't remember a lot about myself and who I was.
But you remember stuff about the nation itself?
Yes, it was a large part of... Why do I remember so much? Yeah, that's actually a very good question. I don't really know the answer to that. That would require some testing, I suppose. You have more questions, I suppose, as you're still following me?
Oh, yeah. Well, you started walking away.
Well, yes, I have things to do.
I mean, you could tell me a little bit more. Like, you said that you knew there was a certain person.
I had
no.
a husband. I was married.
Oh.
Catherine. They passed away a bit before my death.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's been a while. I will say I'm a bit bitter that I'm still around. I was kind of looking forward to seeing them again.
Do you know what happened to them? Like, their death?
No. I just remember finding her body.
Oh.
Being delivered, exactly. They told me they passed and brought me their body.
No.
It was a tradition that bring the spouse of their love.
Oh.
I mean, you cried. It's not all.
What was she like?
She was the best of us. A bright person, honestly, and put up far too much my attitude. I don't know if she was aware he was going to die that day. If I would have tried to get them to stay home. But then again, we do not control and cannot see into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have more questions, or were they all prying into my life? Or
no, that's it. I mean, thank you for telling me about the old nations and getting to know you a little better.
Well, I have, after a little fight with Finch, I come to I've come to see that I might have been too harsh on all of you from the beginning. Then again, you were all kind of invading my home at the time.
Some of us not quite on purpose, but...
Some of them not aware or willingly. But the point stands.
Yeah. Takes a lot to kind of warm up to people.
It does indeed. Like I said, Catherine was the best of us, and the fact that they had a tendency to fire might have helped me warm up. Really.
Sounds like me and Catherine would have gotten along very well. I also have a thing with fire. Kristoff has had to kept me from burning things several times.
Yes, I believe you two would have been good friends, actually. You remind me a little of them sometimes.
Really?
Just an old ghost nostalgia.
I mean, I'm glad I met you. Well, I'll leave you to your potions, and I'll probably see you again soon. Maybe we can have another picnic.
Perhaps.
Farewell?
Farewell. Good luck on your adventures.
Welcome back from the ghost trip. It sounds like I'm saying the ghost trick. No, that's a different video game. But I have done a little bit of work. As you can see, we got a little building right here. There's nothing in it. I didn't know what to do. But I did do the pathway up here. So it's just kind of here. And then I built a bell tower, which I'm not really happy with, but it's kind of the best I could do because I don't have a lot of gold. Can't really see it. But yeah, I'm not very proud of it, but as kind of the best I could do. It's currently here for filler. I'll probably take it down soonish. Just because I do want to put a a clock tower in at some point. So, also one thing that's happened. This one showed up on its own. This wasn't me. So that was weird. Yeah, I didn't put like any more fungus around. So we just have this. Yeah. But anyway, I also continued the end section a little bit. I just put in a little bit more end stone and such. I'm gonna see if I can find any other plants or old plant life in the end to put right here. But for now, it's just a little bit bigger platform. And that's actually gonna do it for this episode. I know it wasn't much, but we got a good many building things done, so I'm not really complaining. Next time, I think I'd like to go on a little adventure, but we'll have to wait and see for that. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Farewell!